Here. Okay, so it's easy. I always tell people it's like easy to get trapped. You know, you get trapped. Like we talked about that old saying, don't switch your lead legs. I don't know why. And when I ask you, well, why not? People don't really always have the answer. Well, if you're good here and I'm good here, there's not a problem. If I spend time wrestling lead left leg and I spend time wrestling lead right leg, there's no problems with switching your lead leg. I always tell the story. I call it being trapped in the box, right? So, you guys know elephants, right? Baby elephants. You know, so you ever see what you probably know, they don't really have circuses anymore. But they used to put elephants and they would tie a little rope to their foot. So they'd be done riding the people around at the circus and they put the rope on the elephant's foot and the elephant would stand there. This massive beast could break that rope, but he mentally thought he couldn't, because here's why. When they start training elephants, they train them as babies. And they put the rope on the elephant, and the elephant can't break the rope as a baby. And as the elephant gets older and older and older, guess what happens? Nope. He thinks he never can. He gives up. They train him mentally. They mentally put that elephant in a box. Mentally. That elephant, when it gets older, could break the rope, but he doesn't think he can. And it's the same with switching your leg. They're told this, all of a sudden it puts you in this box. And you're like, oh, don't switch my leg. Well, no, because you can get just as good over here. So this is a bad position. People used to tell me this all the time was a bad position. Right? Shoot, high crotch, sprawl. Sprawl, Brady. Is this a good position or a bad position?
Bad.
Why? Why is it a bad position? Somebody tell me why.
Because you got taken down and you're
I'm right? Right. But here's what I say. I did a good job. I got past his head. And I got past his hands, and this might be the NCAA finals or the state finals or the world championships, and that might be the only time I ever get to the leg. And I can either be down there like some elephant saying, oh, this is a bad position, or I can say, good job, Kerry. Good job, Kerry. You got to his leg. Now let's finish it and score and win. See, it's literally how you think about things. And I'll tell you, I was trapped years. When I made my first world team, John Smith was one of the coaches at camp. And I was down, and that's exactly what he said to me. He goes, in his John Smith twang, hey, Kerry, you might never be there again. You might never be there again. You're in the finals with some Russian, and that's the only time you're going to be on his leg. You better finish it. And I was like, damn, he's right. Like, I did something good. I got past Brady's head, his hands, right, double cheek, boom. Oh, look at that. See that flinch? See how fast, right? Flinch on him, in. Chest and knee, legs, sprawl, Brady, sprawl. Ah! Okay, so change your mind and say, I did something right. Now, I'm not saying dive in on shots, but I did something right. Now, here's the position I want to talk about. When you get in here, this is what I want you to think about. See, what we do is we hold the leg, right? And we hold the leg, and we specifically don't know where to put our head. Now, sprawl, Brady. Now, if you're here, this puts a lot of torque on your shoulders. And I learned this from this Bulgarian, 7-time world champ. His goal was to get here, and he specifically had an order of doing things. Elbows, locked down. And then he said, the next place, Kerry, only think about taking your head to your forearm. Well, when you think about taking your head to the forearm, watch my position change. Right? Now, how do you feel now, Brady? Not as good, right? No. Can you put any weight on me, Brady? Right? And not only do I do that, I'll give you another animal to think about. Think about a turtle in its shell. I'm hiding my ankles. I'm small. I'm stretched out here a little bit with my hips on the mat. Now Brady's going to try to walk in square. Go ahead, square. Look, I'm moving still. I'm moving still. Where's my head? And my forearm. Because that's the place you go. You did something good. You got past his head and hands. You got in, he sprawled, that's going to happen, it's wrestling. Okay, head to forearm, elbows in. Go ahead now, this guy's going to, See, that's what happens. When this guy gets impatient, he starts moving, that's the moment I could come up. That's what I learned when I was at training camp with Smith, and that's what I learned from that Bulgarian. Once you get under, you wrestle the position, wait for this guy to get too eager, and make a bad movement. When the weight comes up, now did you see what happened? Go back down, Brady. They try to square up. In fact, his coaches might be saying to square up. That doesn't mean I don't move. Right? If Brady starts circling, watch me. Right? I'm moving. Go ahead, Brady. When I come up, I come up. Now here's what you think about. They can't crush my spine. So if I'm bent over, that's muscle. When I get here, my spine is sitting on my hips, and this is what your coach is trying to tell you. So sprawl on me, sprawl on me, sprawl on me. He only helps me now. He can't bust my spine down. Now I'm up. Now I'm out. Now I start turning. Now I start finishing. I want you to think about your high crotch now. I want you to think about your high crotch. Wrist pull, maybe tricep, right? Wrist pull, maybe try. Now he's being a good partner. That's what I'm looking for. I'm pulling on him and I change. He comes up. Or I might pull on him and change. He goes to my elbow sometimes. Guys, go to your elbow. Here, here. And I want you to go low. I want you to think about chest and knee, go low, and this guy's going to be a partner in sprawl. So don't move, Brady. Don't move. I go from here, boom. Sprawl, Brady, sprawl. That's where I'm at. Now, I put my head on the mat. Right, Brady? Right. Where's it go, buddy? Forearm. Forearm. Go ahead. Come on. Get heavy. Get heavy. Get heavy. Look at my head. Look at my head. Sprawl, Brady. Sprawl, Brady. I keep my head in my forearm. If I keep my head in my forearm, I'm going to get the weight off me. Head goes to your forearm, up and finish. Because you're going to be in some nasty fights sometimes on a high crotch. Right? Pull, pull, pull. Sprawl, sprawl, sprawl. Partner, get heavy, get heavy, get heavy, get heavy, get heavy, get heavy. Even when I start to come up, sprawl. Even when I start to come up, look at my head. Watch my knee slide. Slide, okay. Weights off, weights up. Boom, now my head can get out of there. Now my head can come up and finish. So when you're on a leg and you're sprawled out, is that a good position or bad position? You did something right. So that's what you got to focus on. When I'm wrestling, I don't focus on what went wrong. You don't ever get 100% of the move. You don't ever get a clean high C all the time. I got in, did something right, Carrie. Did something right, move, Carrie, wrestle, Carrie, up. Might be the only time you're ever there, Carrie. That's what you tell yourself the whole time. What's your name? Gavin. Might be the only time you're here, Gavin. Might be the only time you're here. Got to finish it. You may never get there again. Got it? Understand? Drill. Stand there. I shoot. Brady sprawl. Boom. Head to forearm. Squash me, Brady. Big hip, big hip, big hip, big hip, big hip. Squeeze it in. Head up. Everybody got it? All right, 1, 2. Go.